I want to kick off by talking about Brexit. I'm sure you're not surprised, but we have a little over 40 days to go and not much has actually changed. Do you think we can get a deal, or are we actually moving closer to a no-deal Brexit?
No, I actually think that we should stop the clock. Take a pause. I mean, postpone the exit. That's the best. That's the best I can think of, considering where we are. I mean, we fully respect the Brexit decision, but exiting without a deal, without an arrangement, is really unthinkable. So I really think that we should stop the clock, give it more time in order to come to an agreed exit. And then I'm not saying this out of concern for the Cyprus economy. I mean, this is a big European and global issue, and I think we should be very sensible about it.
When you say stop the clock, do you mean Prime Minister May should essentially cancel Article 50, or just decide I need more time?
I mean, yes, let's not make things more complicated than they are. I mean, let's take some more time. Let's request a small extension or how much time is necessary in order to get a deal. So no, I'm not suggesting that the decision is cancelled, but obviously we did not manage to reach an agreement on how to exit. We need more time, and that's why I say stop the clock.
The Prime Minister, however, has said she will deliver Brexit and will do it on time. Do you think ultimately we will get a U-turn from the UK and ask for Brexit date to be extended? And for how long is it a good idea? Should we wait until the European elections, or maybe even give it a whole year to work on the negotiation?
Look, the uncertainty is the worst we can do for the UK economy and for all our economies. So getting rid of the uncertainty is what I am suggesting. So it's not an issue of making a U-turn. It's an issue of getting whatever needs to be in place before we actually execute the exit. The hope that it can still be done in the next days, as you say, 40 days or so. But I'm becoming a bit anxious. So that's why I really think that postponing the exit is the reasonable way forward.
And do you get a sense when you talk to your colleagues here that is the majority of European countries would agree with you? At this point, we need to stop the clock. Do you get a sense that is the general consensus now in the EU 27?
So first of all, let me highlight that there is a consensus. The EU 27 are holding firm on their common stance. There is an agreed framework. If this agreed framework cannot get through, then yes, I would expect that offering some more time would not be a problem. It would be accepted, and that would be my recommendation.
And I want to ask you about your own country. Cyprus will be perhaps tapping the markets in a new bond issuance. We know Goldman Sachs was part of this roadshow. What kind of impression, appetite, size are you potentially looking at?
So we're talking to investors as we speak. We are on roadshows in several European capitals, and we shall be probably making a move over the next days. I can't give the details of the issuance because these have not been decided yet. But we do feel that there is a very strong appetite. The Cyprus economy remains one of the fastest growing economies in the Eurozone and the EU, with the budget surplus, with unemployment coming down very fast, and with the banking sector having healed to a very significant extent. So all these play very positively in the investor community, and we shall be tapping the markets very soon.
That's great. And in terms of the European economy, we have seen the economy slow down. That is a fact. The data doesn't look good. When you hear some economists argue perhaps by the end of the year you could see a recession in the European economy, in the Eurozone, is that too pessimistic?
Yes, it is. I think the European economies will continue to grow. But we have to admit and acknowledge that the factors of uncertainty which are slowing down economic performance well, they are political. The protectionist tendencies in global trade, the thought of a Brexit without a deal is not helping. So it's political. So let's, if we manage to tackle these political issues, I'm quite confident that the European economies will remain on a growth path.